Welcome to CAD Sim Technologies.
Hello everyone. In this tutorial, you will learn to model this part using the sketch and the dimensions shown in this drawing. After creating the sketch, you will extrude the sketch to a depth of 80 units. After that, you will generate the front and the isometric views of the model. To complete this tutorial, you need to perform the following steps. First, you will start the SOLIDWORKS application and then start a new part document. Then you will invoke the sketching environment. After that, you will create center lines and then convert one of the center line to a mirror line using the Dynamic Mirror Entities tool. Next, you will create the sketch in the third quadrant. The sketch will automatically be mirrored on the other side of the mirror line. After that, you will mirror the entire sketch about the second center line. Then you will add dimensions to the sketch and extrude the sketch to a depth of 80 units. Then you will save the model and generate the front and isometric views of the model. At last, you will save the drawing and then close the file. As you can see, the SOLIDWORKS application is already open. To start a new part file, choose the New button from the menu bar. New SOLIDWORKS document dialog box is displayed. Select the part option if it is not selected by default. Then click on the OK button. A new SOLIDWORKS part document starts. Next, you need to invoke the sketching environment. Choose the Sketch button from the Sketch command manager. The Edit Sketch property manager is invoked, and you are prompted to select the plane to create the sketch. Select the front plane from the drawing area. The sketching environment is invoked and the plane is oriented normal to the view. Before drawing the sketch, ensure that you are using the correct measuring units. Choose the Options button from the menu bar. The System Options General dialog box is displayed. Switch to Document Properties tab and select the Units option from the area on the left side of the Document Properties Drafting Standards dialog box. Next, select the MMGS Radio button in the Unit System area and select Degrees from the drop-down list in the cell corresponding to Angle, Row, and Units column if it is not selected by default. After making the necessary settings, choose the OK button. It is recommended to maintain symmetry about the axis while drawing symmetrical sketch. To draw this sketch, you will first create horizontal and vertical center lines. Next, you will convert the center line to mirror line using the Dynamic Mirror Entities tools. Choose the Center Line button from the Line flyout in the Sketch command manager. Move the line cursor to a location whose coordinates are close to 0, 100, and 0. You may need to zoom in the drawing to locate that point. Specify the start point of the central line. Move the cursor vertically downwards and draw a line of 200 units. Now double-click anywhere in the drawing area to end the current line chain. Move the line cursor to a location whose coordinates are close to -100, 0, and 0. Specify the start point of the center line and move the line cursor horizontally towards the right. To draw a line of 200 units, press the F key from the keyboard to fit the drawing on the screen. Right-click and choose the Select option from the shortcut menu. The line cursor is replaced by the Select cursor. Next, select the vertical center line and choose Tools from the SOLIDWORKS menu, and then choose the Sketch tools from the drop-down list and select Dynamic Mirror tool from the flyout. The vertical center line is converted into a mirror line, and the Dynamic Mirror option is activated. You can confirm the creation of mirror line and the activation of Dynamic Mirror option by observing the symmetrical symbol displayed on both ends of the center line. Now you will draw the sketch in the third quadrant, and the same sketch will be created automatically on the other side of the mirror line. Press the L key on the keyboard to invoke the Line tool. Move the line cursor close to a location whose coordinates are close to 0, -100, and 0. Specify this point as the start point of the line and move the cursor horizontally towards the left. Specify the endpoint of the line when the value close to 80 is displayed above the line cursor. You will notice that as you specify the endpoint of the line, a mirror image is automatically created on the other side of the mirror line. The line drawn as the mirror entity gets merged with the line drawn on the left. Therefore, the entire line becomes a single entity. But the line will merge only if the endpoint of the line drawn is coincident with the mirror line. Now move the cursor vertically upwards and click to specify the endpoint of the line when a value close to 30 is displayed above line cursor. Now move the line cursor towards the right and click to specify the endpoint of the line when the length of the line above the line cursor shows a value close to 30. Move the line cursor vertically upwards and click to specify the endpoint of the line when the line cursor snaps the horizontal center line. Then press the escape key to exit the line tool. Now you need to mirror the entire sketch about the horizontal center line. But first you need to disable automatic mirroring. Right-click and choose Recent Commands from the shortcut menu and then select Dynamic Mirror Entities option to disable dynamic mirroring. You can now notice that the symmetrical symbols are not visible at the ends of the central line. Now use the box selection method to select all the lines sketched earlier. Make sure you do not select horizontal and vertical center lines. Choose the Mirror Entities tool from the Sketch Command Manager. The Mirror Property Manager is displayed. All the selected lines are displayed in the Entities to Mirror area. Next, click on the Mirror About area and select the horizontal center line. A preview of the mirrored entities are displayed in yellow in the drawing area. The entire sketch is mirrored about the horizontal center line. Now choose the OK button to close the Mirror Property Manager. As you can see, the sketch is displayed in blue, indicating that the sketch is underdefined. Now you will add dimensions to the sketch to fully define the sketch. Choose options from the menu bar. The System Option General dialog box is displayed. Select the Input Dimension Value checkbox if cleared. If the Input Dimension Value checkbox is selected, then the Modify dialog box will be invoked each time you start modifying a dimension. Now choose the OK button from the System Option General dialog box. Choose the Smart Dimension tool from the Smart Dimension flyout in the Sketch Command Manager. The Select cursor is replaced by the Dimension cursor. Move the cursor at the bottom horizontal line and click when the color of the line turns orange. A horizontal dimension is attached to the cursor. Place it at a suitable location. The Modify dialog box is displayed. Enter 160 in this Modify dialog box and press Enter. Similarly, move the cursor to this vertical line and click when the color of the line turns orange. A vertical dimension is attached to the cursor. Place it at a suitable location. A Modify dialog box is displayed. Enter 20 in this dialog box and press Enter. Similarly, select these two horizontal lines and modify the dimension to 140. Similarly, select these two vertical lines and modify the dimension to 20. The sketch is now displayed in black, indicating that the sketch is fully defined. Next, you will extrude the sketch to a depth of 80 units. Choose the Extruded Boss Base button from Features Command Manager. The sketch is automatically oriented to the trimetric view and the Boss Extrude Property Manager is displayed. In the Direction 1 rollout, modify the value in the depth spinner to 80. A preview of the extruded feature is displayed in the drawing area. Choose the OK button from the Boss Extrude Property Manager to create the feature. Now to change the viewing orientation of the model, choose the View Orientation button from the View Heads Up toolbar. A flyout is displayed. Choose the Isometric button. You have created the model. Now, to save the model, choose the Save button from the menu bar. Save As dialog box is displayed. Choose the New Folder button from the Save As dialog box. Enter the name of the folder as C03 and press Enter. Next, enter C03_Qt01 in the file name edit box and then click on the Save button. Now you will generate the views of the model and then place them on the drawing sheet. Choose File from the menu bar and then choose Make Drawings from Part. The Sheet Format Size dialog box is displayed. Select a 3 ISO from the list box available below the Standard Sheet Size radio button and then choose the OK button. A new document is started with a set format and size. and the View Palette task pane is displayed on the right in the drawing window. Drag the isometric view from the View Palette and place it at the top right corner of the drawing sheet. The View Palette task pane is closed and the Drawing View Property Manager is displayed. Choose the Close dialog button from the Drawing View Property Manager. Click on the View Palette tab to invoke the View Palette task pane again. Next, drag and drop the front view on the sheet. The projected View Property Manager is displayed and you are prompted to select the location to place the new view. Choose the OK button from the projected View Property Manager. Now to save this document, choose the Save button from the menu bar. Save as dialog box is displayed. Enter C03_Tude01 in the file name edit box and then click on the Save button. Now to close this drawing document, choose File from the SOLIDWORKS menu and then select Close. Similarly, to close this part file, choose File from the SOLIDWORKS menu and then select Close. Now after watching this tutorial, you know how to invoke the sketching environment. Create center lines. Convert center line to mirror line using the Dynamic Mirror Entities tool. Mirror entities along mirror line. Add dimensions to the sketch. Extrude the sketch and generate different views of the model.
Thank you. Catch you in the next video.